Hello, this is OBN. I'm Thomas Kamulatu with the latest story of the hour. The government of China has granted scholarship for 228 Ethiopian students to study their master's and doctorate degrees. Prime Minister of Ethiopia at the farewell ceremony said the government will strengthen its effort to facilitate scholarship opportunities for Ethiopian students. Here is Ricardo Brown for the detail.
The government of China has granted scholarships for 228 Ethiopian students to study their master's and doctorate degrees. The students were hosted in farewell reception at the National Palace in the presence of Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed and other invited guests. Based on the pledge it has made, the government would strengthen its efforts to facilitate scholarship opportunities for Ethiopian students, said the Prime Minister at the farewell ceremony. He added that the scholarship is very crucial to strengthen the existing relations of the two countries.
It is my particular privilege and pleasure to be here in this beautiful ceremony of farewell to send our young, bright students to China. And please allow me to extend my sincere appreciation to the government of China, Ambassador, Consul, for their great effort to make this program happen. I'm sure this is the right investment. These bright Ethiopians will help us to bridge the people of Ethiopia and the people of China. I am sure both government and people will harvest from this investment, and you have to be proud of your investment. Thank you very much.
The Premier has also called on the students to properly use the great chance for them in order to solve problems of their country by the knowledge and experiences they will get from China. Ambassador of China to Ethiopia, Tan Jian, for his part, noted that women resource development is key for a country's development.
China started to receive African students as early as 1956 and has been increasing the number of scholarships for Africa year by year. Human resource development is an important component in the Belt and Road Initiative and under the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Framework. The purpose is not just to build capacity, but also to strengthen people-to-people bond. China-Ethiopia relationship is termed as comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. We prioritize human resource development in our cooperation. The very fact that this event is held at the National Palace and participated by the Prime Minister and many VIPs is a testament to the importance of human resource development. There are various training programs carried out by respective ministries in China. For this year, and here facts and figures, for this year up till the 30th of August, the Chinese government has invited over 800 Ethiopians, 800, to participate in 200 short-term seminars, training courses, or workshops.
A representative of recipients on the event underscored that China had been working on women resource development for the last 40 years in developing countries.
In its own way, has inspired those of us in Africa and the developing world at large. Thus, pursuing our education in China will enable us to achieve twin objectives in tandem. One, gain technical knowledge in terms of concepts and theories, and second, gain experiences from Chinese development experiences through our interaction with Chinese experts and development practitioners on the ground. We will also have the opportunity to interact with common people that would help us build people-to-people relationship between China and Ethiopia and the continent of Africa at large.
Adding, Chinese investors have also been participating on different areas of investment in Ethiopia. The recipients have also expressed their happiness over the awards they have been offered. At the end of last year, China granted short-term training and bachelor degree scholarship for 7,697 Ethiopians.
Vice President of the Oromia Regional Estates, Shimallis Abdisa, noted taxpayers should be delivered swift service there there than non-payers. Simallish accentuated the government will take a strong measure on illegal traders and contrabandists. 2019 taxpayers accreditation ceremony of Oromia investors held in Finfinne City. Aklilu Gabru has more on that.
Accreditation ceremony for genuine taxpayers of Oromia regional state has been held in Finfinne City. Head of the Oromia Revenue Authority, Jaltusane, on the event said that citizens should discharge their duty by paying the expected tax on regular basis. Research findings reveal that tax evasion and not transparently paying tax is the major problems that we are confronted. Loyalty and transparency are some of the prestigious values that should touch the ground. So I urge all taxpayers to discharge their responsibility. Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Shimallis Abdiisa, on the event reiterated that taxpayers who discharge their responsibility will be served first in government offices. All units of government structures at all levels should prioritize those who discharge their responsibility on governmental service delivery. Shimallis added that contrabandists and tax evaders do have zero tolerance from the government ahead. Millions of our people do have scarcity of drinking water, quality health service and others. So for those who fraudulently act to hide their economic benefit for not to pay tax that would help to provide services for the larger public, the government would immediately act. Senior federal and regional government officials, including Minister of Revenue Adaanech Abeebee, have attended the event. Recognition and certificates have been offered for genuine taxpayers.
State Minister of Foreign Affairs Ruth Zemmene conferred with South African ambassador to the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia on the situation of looting and xenophobic violence occurred in South Africa. Mukhtar has more.
State Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia, Ruth Zemmene, held discussion with the ambassador of the Republic of South Africa, Dumiso Ndima Neshinga, on the situation of Ethiopian nationals in South Africa at her office. Ruth Zemmene expressed her serious concern on the act of violence and looting of properties perpetrated against foreigners, including Ethiopian citizens in South Africa. She underscored that her expectation that the South African authorities should deal firmly with all the criminal elements associated with the attacks and the looting of shops and put in place measures to guarantee the safety and security of all African nationals and Ethiopian residents in South Africa. Furthermore, she noted that the Ethiopian government is encouraged by the statement of President of the Republic of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, denouncing these acts of violence and his promise to arrest perpetrators and bring them to justice. Ambassador Dumiso Ndima Neshinga, on his part, explained that the government of the Republic of South Africa is working to calm down the situation. On the other hand, South Africa has temporarily closed its diplomatic mission in Nigeria following reprisal attacks by Nigerians triggered by xenophobic violence in South Africa. Nigeria's government has been outspoken at its condemnation of the violence. South Africa's foreign minister called it embarrassment for her country. On Tuesday and Wednesday, South African-owned business were targeted by perpetrators in several Nigerian cities. South African telecom giant MTN closed its shops as a precaution. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has sent an envoy to South Africa to express Nigeria's displeasure over the treatment of her citizens.
Minister of Health Dr. Amir Aman, not all should work in unison to prevent the non-communicable diseases. The workshop focused on controlling and preventing non-communicable disease in Ethiopia held in Finfinne City. We have the detail. A workshop that discussed ways of controlling and preventing non-communicable diseases in Ethiopia has been held with stakeholders in Finfinne City. Minister of Health Dr. Amir Aman on the event highlighted that non-communicable diseases are highly affecting the people of the country. So to prevent it, working in collaboration has significant role. All stakeholders should work in unison. Minister of Finance, Transport, Social Affairs, and others, and media have to play their role in mitigating the problem. The minister further noted that the research conducted on the investment of non-communicable disease indicated that cancer, heart, and cardiac cases are the most serious one, and urged the concerned bodies to jointly work to save the people from the non-communicable and other diseases. Representative of United Nations Development Program to Ethiopia, Clipartry, on his part said that to overcome the problem of non-communicable diseases, the necessary works have to be done.
Non-communicable diseases are the world's biggest killer, responsible for the deaths of 40 million people each year globally.
Mr. Clip appreciated the efforts made by the government of Ethiopia to combat the non-communicable diseases.
The government of Ethiopia for placing this agenda as a priority for the country. We have started to see every month as thousands of people converge on the car-free streets to walk and play with their children.
Some participants of the discussion told OBN that the research conducted on non-communicable disease have paramount importance to minimize its dissemination. Under Secretary of Foreign Affairs Fletcher Tebatu will visit Ethiopia and Kenya next week to promote New Zealand's political and trade relationship in East Africa. While in Ethiopia, Mr. Tebatu will also officially open New Zealand's new embassy premises in Finfinne. Since its opening in 2014, New Zealand's embassy in Finfinne has been housed in temporary premises. Moving to the permanent location is a symbol of New Zealand's commitment to the region and the African Union, which is located in Ethiopia capital. Fletcher Tebatu said, adding, opening the new building is not just about having an embassy that it is fit with purpose, but is also our way for recognizing the strong the future potential of New Zealand's relationship with Ethiopia and within the African Union. Mr. Tebatu will also travel to Kenya to meet with counterparties and visit New Zealand's department projects. Many thanks for joining us. That's all for now.